Hello everybody and welcome back to Fate Extra. I'm Kirukan and thank you for joining me.
最も強き者に挑む迷いと嘆き決断と成長に満ちたその童貞こそ人間の証である
I kinda spoke over that first line, sorry.
聖杯は強き者にのみ与えられる最後の二人は共に性質の違う強者となったであればもう一度君に送ろう光あれと視点の玉座にて君を待つ
Ominous foreshadowing is ominous and foreshadowing. I wonder who the other combatant is. Who could it possibly be? The next combatants will be announced on the second floor bulletin board. A now all too familiar ringing tone draws my eyes to my terminal. The final week has begun. Let's see what Archer has to say first. Oh! He's not even awake yet. Fantastic! Teamwork! When I arrive at the bulletin board, as prompted by the terminal, there is someone there ahead of me. I'm not surprised to see him. After all, there's no one else who would be there.
Konnichiwa.
Leo turns my way, smiling as usual. His servant, Gawain, stands one step behind him, straight as a sword thrust into a stone. Unlike Leo, Gawain's eyes are calm. I sense no hostility from him, just an ironclad loyalty and unwavering confidence in his lord. Gawain's composure wouldn't slip, even in the middle of a battle. That righteous white knight would die without question for his lord. As I'm looking around, I'm struck by a sense of change. This is the last time I'll see the bulletin board like this. I look, though I already know the names. Master, Leonardo Bistario Haraway. The 7th Chimeric Lunar Sea. With this announcement, at last we are formally adversaries. Once again, I wish you luck. Leo's trying to speak casually, but something has changed about his voice. It's not that he's apprehensive about the fight. He's excited, almost thrilled. It's strange. Honestly, I never imagined that you would be the one with me at the very end. When I first saw you, you were an industrious, adaptive, and rather forgettable individual. Over the brief course of this war, you've grown immeasurably, as if suited to the soil of battle. Now, excuse me, sorry about that. Now, the you standing in front of me is a fitting opponent, not just in ability, but in countenance. I don't know that word! I'm as enamored with this feeling of competition as a little girl is with a fairy tale. Leo laughs bashfully. You'd think he'd never enjoyed basic human emotions before. I do not know for which one of us this fate was meant for. However, now I feel this fight with you is a necessary step in the process of my ascension to the throne. For showing me a side of the world I had not yet known, you have my deepest gratitude. Leo isn't being insincere. He's thanking me in his self-centered, condescending way. He believes he'll win. He believes he's righteous. His belief in his own victory is greater than any I have ever seen. Leo, I understand your feelings, but further cordiality, that's a weird word, would be quite unnecessary. It has been an obstacle. The time to exchange words has passed with this now worthy opponent. You also require rest. A king must be at his best. Let us put an end to this posturing. Indeed. Thank you, Gawain. I got carried away. I will take my leave now. I look forward to your next audience with me on the final battlefield. Leo's parting smile was gentler than usual. I can't help watching his back as he leaves. Feels like I've always been looking at Leo's back. My world is too different from his. Sentiments have always been as foreign as his home country. A boy who has progressed by making victory second nature. A king who will not tolerate any outcome but victory. A person whose entire life has been absolute. I don't believe that he and I are equals. But then again, we're both king of the mountain right now. We came from many places to fight in this Holy Grail war. I will struggle to find my place. Alright, time for the final showdown, King. Hakuno's all revved up. Strangely enough, my heart is calm. I breathe easily, the memories of past battles a comfort rather than a paralyzing factor. I'm not eager to fight, but I'm not distressed either. I'm mostly surprised at my own placidity. I can't say that word. Archer is in a similar mood. He begins talking to me in his usual cynical tone. Sheesh. I didn't really think this day would arrive, but here it is. The time has come, Master. Are you ready? That Leo boy is exceptionally talented. You can't fudge your way through this one. This tournament has been a crucible for you, and you've withstood the temperatures without cracking. However, the cracks you've always had haven't disappeared. Excuse me! I'm not sure what caused that, and I hope you didn't hear it. You'll need more than luck to hold out. It's like taking on a fortress empty-handed. Silly idea, right? But a fun one. I'll make a confession. This being the end and all, I think our best weapon is creativity, Master. Seeing how far you've come, it's okay to believe in yourself. And hey, believe in me too. Yeah, I believe in you. How sentimental. You've always been soft, though. Anyway, I'm just stroking my ego, getting you to say you believe in me so late in the game. But since I know you do believe in me, I will sunder that king's saber for you. Because this is our last fight together. At first, you were distressed and full of despair. But now I'm happy to be called your servant. Let's go, Master. Life is short, so we have to live without regret. And then Archer quietly disappears. Right, this is the last time Archer and I will fight side by side. My servant always tries to hide behind caustic words, but I know what he really meant. He's a tin soldier, a broken hero in a thankless role. You can't help but feel humbled by him. That's why I'll thank him in a way that doesn't rely on the slippery meaning of words. I'll give my servant a send-off that will make him smile. I'll grasp victory so soundly that he'll be rendered speechless. I can think of no better gift. That was a fun intro. As I head into the hallway, a silhouette appears in the doorway. I wonder how many times I've met Kotomine like this. What does he want this time? As he sees me tense up, he flashes me a rare smile. Blech. I gotta stop tripping, stumbling, crashing over my own words. I must admit, I am surprised that you, of all people, have made it this far. I welcome you to the final confrontation, Master. The Holy Grail is almost within your reach. The omnipotent construct that'll grant any wish, any desire. Can you feel how close it is? It's a little too soon to think like that. What a surprise! To be free of avarice. I suppose I should quietly applaud you. A dismissive smile begins to form on the lips of the black-clad priest. Now, allow me to announce the final trial. The way to the last battlefield has been opened. So who will claim victory and raise the Holy Grail to their lips? I await with bated breath. Blech. Man, I cannot English. Oh, you're awake now. On a totally random note, Archer claims to be a nameless, nondescript legendary soul. I'm not quite sure how that would even work, so I guess I'll just leave the topic alone for the time being. Being a legendary soul, he must have done something spectacular in the past, like kill a Leviathan. So oh, he's talking, never mind. I forgot these parts were voiced. Sorry about that.
あいにくそんな神話テイストな活躍はしていない。大抵は自分の器に見合った活動だったが、一つ大きな事件があったな。私が死後英霊として扱われることになった原因でもある。自分の力だけでは解決できない。誰かの何かの手を借りるしかない。そんな状況だ。思えば誰も見捨てず一方的に人を救えたのはあれが最初で最後だった。周辺住民合わせて1万人は救ったな。
10,000? I can see why he became a legendary soul. But what exactly did he do?
ある発電所の炉心が誘拐してね。誰かが炉心に到達し解体しなくてはならなかった。それを単独で行っただけだよ。セキュリティ等の問題を含め。そうだな。アリーナ10階層を1時間で駆け抜けるようなものだ。
He says all of that like this was no big deal. Can't quite imagine how deadly the situation was, but the words nuclear meltdown are a pretty good indication that any sensible person would have run away. Oh. Well, at least he got one heck of a tan from it.
その発想の無礼さ。もはや遠坂凛と同レベルだな。言っておくが、これは魔術講師の影響だ。別に肌が焼けたからじゃない。そしてその言葉遣いはいかがなものか。
He seems genuinely angry. It's time like this that I have to endure Archer's grizzled old man lectures. But at least I got an answer out of him. Archer isn't actually a hero. Or is actually a hero, even if he doesn't think so himself. You hear me, Archer? You're no hero. You're just a grumpy old man. I keep ruining all the best moments. Okay. You got a freebie for me, Sakura? Congratulations on advancing to the 7th round, Hakuno. Please take your lunch. This is the last one, so I put extra love into it. Yay! Lunch! Yeah, when food keeps you from dying. I can't count how many times I've come here. Now the only masters left are myself and Leo. When the finals begin, this school will become almost completely devoid of life. When that time comes, will these sisters still be here in the chapel, unable to leave? You need to focus on your opponent, not worrying about us. Just think of us as scenery. She's right. Toko and I can take care of ourselves. I do appreciate your concern, though. Thanks, Hakuno. This may be the last time we see each other, so I want to say goodbye now. Don't hold back anything against Leo, and although I was just an observer, I have a feeling you'll win. Your compassion sickens me, and you're still a disappointment and a monstrosity. I guess it's something. Being able to relate to other people is a virtue. Maybe. You might not understand it, but every memory of your opponent will make your attacks stronger. But by me saying that, you might place more value on this conversation than you should. Screw it. Anyway, I doubt there are any magi still alive as disgustingly avaricious as you. With that, Toko Aozaki shrugs her shoulders and gives me a sardonic smirk. And despite the abuse, I detect a hint of warmth. Or dare I say, affection even? Between puffs of smoke, I heard her murmur, "You're quite extraordinary." Yeah, I'm whoop Leo's butt. Well, technically I'll be whipping Gawain's butt, but it'll whip Leo's ass by proxy. Ah, everybody's favorite tsundere isn't here. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick look here. Well, looks like I'm good to go. I am gonna save first because there's a cutscene. I walk down the hallway en route to the arena. Is it because of the culmination of this journey draws near that each footstep feels so inevitable?
Yeah.
What's wrong? Did you lose something? You're more distracted than normal. If you're not up to this yet, you can always go back to your room. Jeez, Archer! He always has to come off sarcastic, but I know how much he cares deep down. He stood by me through a lot of challenges. I wouldn't be here if not for him. We've shared so many things. That makes even this scenery I've seen thousands of times specials. Specials? Blech! Sorry about that. You must be injured somewhere. Is it asking too much for you to tell me these things? Do you expect to function properly in that state? This is serious. Oh, now that I think about it, you haven't had a single day off since this tournament started. Rest for a day. It's okay, I don't mind. And I don't think you'll be disqualified as a master. I should say something. I feel bad for Archer getting more and more off target. What if I stay silent like this? I bet he'll talk himself into a corner. Haha! You're relaxed. I see. I was jumping to conclusions here. Let's hurry to the arena, Master. If you're feeling that well, the battle will go in our favor. There is a gleam in Archer's eyes as he disappears, leading the way. This past week has been enjoyable because I've been with Archer. I sincerely believe that. But still, the hour of battle draws even closer. The final battle. No matter how the Holy Grail War ends, I'll be parted from him. Okay, I'm gonna save. Since that was, what? Almost 20 minutes. Yeah, definitely gonna save. This is the arena entrance. Should I head inside? Yep. Arena level 33. I'm like level 40 something, aren't I? I don't remember. The atmosphere of the arena felt more ominous than normal, and the noise felt as if it was going to rip me apart. The animosity being directed at me is almost palatable. It makes me want to throw up. The source of all of this, it's definitely not Leo. Archer seems really on edge. But they're right. This feeling isn't coming from either Leo or Gawain. In fact, I'm almost sure that I felt this feeling of hatred before. But how is it... Could it really be? You can never be too prepared. Proceed with caution, Master. Okay. Yeah, I'm not quite level 40. But I'm good to go level-wise. While walking into the arena, a sudden burst of distortion that sounds almost like a groan pierces my brain. Could it be a voice? Jill, us. Not yet die. Why, myself? That was definitely a voice. I suddenly feel as if a wave of negative emotions is washing over me. Don't listen to that voice, Master! It's just the insane ranting of the dead. Insane? I cannot pronounce English words anymore. Get a hold of yourself! Archer's words immediately bring me back to reality. While the aura of negativity is still very much there, the voice that seemed to ring in my head is gone. There's no doubt as to who that voice belongs to, but how? If I want to know the truth, I have to keep moving forward. Hey, buddy. Was that wise? That might not have been wise. That thing's dead. And now going through there. Yeah, that was almost a screw up. I probably could have skipped this. I don't know why I didn't. The distortion sears my brain like a hot iron. Dark thoughts seem to work their way through my entire being. The sudden chill that courses through my body sets to shaking, and I feel like I'm being turned inside out. I try to stop the intrusion of these evil thoughts into my consciousness, but they continue to enter my mind. His name is Dejection. His origins lay in disdain and spite. His name is abomination and hatred, and his past is scorn and ridicule. In other words, 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 apathy toward everything. What? What is this? These overwhelming emotions. What's the source of this deranged irrationality that is rejected and rejects, denies and is denied? It feels as if it crawled out of the darkest depth of hell. I muster all the strength I can and barely manage to endure the onslaught that threatens to engulf me. The Haraway seldom. Is that someone's voice? I push through the distortion and focus my attention on the voice. Experiment will begin. We will remove the liver to observe the pain, the response. Oh, the pain response. I screwed that sentence up. No anesthesia is used. Anesthesia? Anesthesia? I don't think that's spelled right. Failure, 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 failure! Less than useless. This individual has no right to exist and has nothing to contribute to the future. No value, no ability. It's a failure. It's designed as flawed. The rate of aging is twice that of a normal person. I predict that its lifespan will be 25 years at best. What a failure. It's hopeless. This is the most unforgivable of sins committed against nature. It'd be understandable if it came from common stock, but it came from a superior life form. Refrain. Stop. The voice suddenly stops. As I concentrate harder, I can see a figure beyond the distortion. That must be a woman. I focus my concentration, and as I stretch out my hand, a scene plays out before me. There you are, Miss Alicia. That voice, it sounds much younger, but it definitely belongs to Julius. Though his voice is inaudible, his figure doesn't appear. This must be his memory, then. The woman named Alicia turns toward Julius, but time has degraded the memory of her facial features. Oh, Julius, what's wrong? Yes, the matter has... I think it's supposed to be ceased, but it's missing a letter at the start. I see. So that all 80. That's not English. The sunlight felt so. Had I happened to what time it was. Let us hurry. We won't get punished if we make it just a little longer. Anyway, your son, so would it be better, father? Man, his memory's worse than mine. I can usually remember full sentences. No, I have be that it is be the Harway. The Harway Leo. Pull yourself together, Master. Can you hear me? You have to come back. The sound of Archer's panicked shouting brings me back to reality. The voices I heard in those memories faded at the end and I couldn't understand them. But those memories definitely belonged to Julius. Perhaps he was trying to tell me something. Buried under all those dark memories was a cry of sorrow? I have to go on. I have to learn what the owner of that voice is seeking. This chair's getting uncomfortable. There it is again. The black thoughts encroach upon my brain like closing waves. Concentrate on the owner of these voices. I'm drawn into those dark thoughts, avoiding the distortions that try to envelop me. I reach out with my mind. Where is that figure? When I settle my thoughts, a scene suddenly begins to play in my mind. Is this the continuation of that scene from before? Let us hurry. Making him wait just a little longer won't be enough to get us in trouble. Anyway, Julius, you're his son. Why don't you call him father? I can't. I don't have the right. I was not born with that which is needed to lead the Harways. The one who will succeed the throne is Master Leo. That's how it is. Tell me, what is it that he has been so occupied with as of late? I'm not sure which one of them's actually talking at this point. He is receiving training by having knowledge burned into his brain. It's a sound thaumaturgical process. All of that horrible surgery, and he's only 3. Even as his mother, I so rarely see him. Master Leo will one day stand at the pinnacle of the plutocracy the Harways have built in Europe. The ruler of Western Europe, a burden that pains a mother to see her child shoulder. Julius. Yes? That, please, protect Leo. Yes, I exist only for that purpose. Already, now to make the relic, Holy Grail, the servant that I had suffered is an East martial art. Oh, this one's Julius. The servant that I had summoned is an East martial artist named Wen, and Julius. I apologize. Hold on, isn't asked. It's alright. About Leo. Yes. For life. Those are awkward sentences to try saying. Maybe I should have skipped them. Could these be Julius's memories from the time before his soul became irrevocably stained as an assassin? Focus even harder on what I'm saying and reach out even further. Something is there. What is it that you want to say? And when I finally reach the absolute depths of the blackened soul behind his memories, kill, 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 kill. Let me die, let me die, let me die. Kill, 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 kill. Let me die, let me die, let me die. Kill, 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 kill. Let me die, let me die, let me die. Kill, 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 kill. Let me die, let me die, let me die. Kill, 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 kill. Why kill, kill? Let me die, let me die, let me die. Wow, that was like a heavy metal song. I should have done it like in a heavy metal voice, except that would hurt my throat, and I probably couldn't do it for very long. Master! It's too early to die now, Master! Archer is almost screaming in desperation and fear. It seems that I'm still alive. My hands are still clenched into fists. I'm covered in sweat, and I'm panting with exertion. I give a nod to the obviously distressed archer to show that I'm okay, and then slowly get to my feet. But it was there, a cry for help in the depths of Julius's consciousness. I have to know what it means. And got my power up there. Oh, okay, there's a Nephilim there. I'm going to try something real quick. Namely, I'm gonna set up a save state so I don't have to do all that stuff again. I know that's a dick move on my part, but I'm gonna do it. So, I'm gonna cut this here just in case it doesn't, just in case it alters the recording, and then cut back in a second. Okay, I think it's back. Get off screen, cursor. I don't think it'll record, but I'd rather not take that chance. Okay, let's do this. And we'll do this. Ah! I forgot about that move. Ow! Oh, I forgot all about that move. It does so much damage. Okay, if I could not die, that'd be awesome. Oh boy. Seriously, these things are more of a threat than most of the bosses. Okay, this should end it. I hope. Oh yeah, that did it. And got a good chunk of XP out of it, too. Okay, there was a healing fountain right there, so I'm gonna use that. No point in going into battle half dead, right? Oh, I forgot all about overspec. Another one of these. Hey, come here. I'm gonna try killing you. Why am I leaving this in? And another one of these. The almost tangible animosity is coming from the end of this corridor. Although the source of it isn't approaching, I can tell that it's incredibly dangerous. Somehow know that hatred is directed at me. It's so intense that it feels like as if my very soul is being impaled by it. He was hard enough to kill the first time, but I'm surprised at just how persistent he actually is. Master, once we go forward, you will be fighting the most dangerous opponent you have ever faced. This battle has nothing to do with war. It is all about one person who wants to take your life at any cost. There is no escaping from the arena now. This is a do-or-die situation, Master. The source of this feeling of hatred is Julius, but his power seems different from when I last faced him. The threat before me is very real, but I have Archer by my side. And if I don't defeat the enemy before me, I'll never make it to the elimination battle. In addition, even as the force of his grudge hits me, I feel something other than a desire for my death. I want to know what the feeling is, no matter what may be waiting for me up ahead. Hey guys! Been a while. It's been a while since we last met, Hakuno. That's what I just said! The man standing there greeted me in a quiet voice. The serenity of his voice contrasted with the chaotic and noise-filled atmosphere of the arena. You don't seem surprised to see me. Is that not so? You defeated me, but I have returned because of a question I wish to ask you. Also, I will not be defeated by one such as you. I cannot allow myself to fall to one such as you. I don't quite understand what exactly is driving me, but it is those feelings that brought me here. What is he talking about? I understand hating the person that defeated you. That's only natural. What question could possibly be so important? What is Julius trying to say? You don't understand? Of course, how could you? This is truly just too funny. Am I the only one who knows who and what you really are? Unlike a mere ghost such as yourself, I am alive. After I fell, I became a ghost. While falling through the perdition created by Seraph, I fought to continue on. Right at the end, I saw the truth. As the moon cell began to tear me apart, I saw what you really were. And as if the remnants of his sanity finally snapped, Julius suddenly lets out a roar of maniacal laughter. In addition to the hatred and insanity reflected in his eyes, there was a sense of obligation and duty? Has the killer before me come back from the dead to fulfill his duty? That's exactly right. I could accept defeat at the hands of any master but you. You being the one to defeat me is unacceptable. Whether this world lives or dies should be decided by us. Choices that will determine the fate of the world should be made by those living in the present, not by you. A relic of the past like you should not be allowed to influence what happens in the here and now. What did Julius just call me? A relic of the past? I'm not only a pale imitation of someone's life, but I was never part of the present? That's correct. You're a reproduction of someone who lived 20 years before the world slid into stagnation. Then all of the imagery that sometimes appears in my dreams is the last moments of her life, which ended decades ago. Correct. That is why I cannot allow you to defeat me. The changes that must be made in this era will need to be done by us. Leo, my brother, must be the king, or... That's it. That must be the reason. That's my one responsibility. That is what keeps me trapped here. But nothing matters. Please put me out of my misery. Round 6 has already come and gone. One more person. One last victim. Once I kill you, my duty will be done. This is your final moment. Please, please, just let me kill you. The man hisses out his command. For a moment, I'm violently dizzy. As my vision spins, I fall into a pit of darkness. Shuin, you've had better days, haven't you? A violent bestial howl tears through the air and sends a tremor running through the ground. That must be Assassin. Oh, wait, he's different than before. That look of insanity only belongs to a berserker. There is something seriously wrong with Julius's arm. The dissonance must be because of... My servant mumbled mysteriously under his breath. Oh, I see now. That arm isn't his. Julius must have taken another master's arm. Julius must have ambushed a great number of masters and killed them. He somehow managed to preserve one of his victims' arms and appropriate their command seal. I wonder which master's arm he stole. And if that arm belonged to the master of Berserker... This isn't good. It seems Assassin somehow managed to weasel his way into the Berserker class as well. Anyway, the other servant probably wasn't an assassin, but a crazed warrior of some kind. Most servants only have one class, but this one has the attributes of 2. His power must be incredible. I can't believe that this servant's mind and body have been able to endure this outrageous injustice. I need neither rational thought nor coherent memories. Everything comes to an end now. Now, burn to ashes!
申しゃべ 往生際が悪いにも程がある。
排除する。貴様だけは。
I'm not sure what he said, but it didn't sound very nice.
己がサーバントをバーサーカーと化したか。
黙れ！恥など俺には初めからない。
I'm gonna try guarding that. Actually, let's try something else. Whoop! I may want to hack that first. Okay, here we go. Wait, my stuff didn't take? Oh shit!
トレースオン。
Okay, that wasn't good at all.
退路はない。推し進めマスター。
Shit, shit. Oh, I hope I'm doing this right. It'd be really embarrassing to die here. Haha, nice! That considerably reduced the damage.
我が腰はねじれ狂う。カラドボルグ。我が腰はねじれ狂う。
I think I can breathe somewhat easily now.
カラドボルグ。
This should be more than enough to put him down. Wait, did I put the right skill? If I didn't, I did now. Come on, buddy. Hit me with your best shot.
我が腰はねじれ狂う。カラドボルグ。
Boom. Yay! I win. And I get a whole chunk of XP. Fantastic. With a ground-shaking roar of bestial rage, the once ferocious martial artist disappeared into the sky. Li Shuwen, considered by many to be one of the greatest masters in the history of Baiji Quan. Though he dedicated his life to martial arts, he was undone by the karma of his acts of violence demanded. Julius's normally refined features contort as the command seal on the back of his hand glows deep red. Unable to withstand the pain that's surging through his body, Julius hunches over. He can barely watch as he writhes in pain. It's too late to help. Julius's command seals disappear one by one, and his body collapses upon itself. I cannot bring myself to strike the finishing blow. Despite the fact that he tried to kill me many times over, I can't kill him as he is now. The person from who this body of mine is copied from might have lived their life much like he did. His eyes slowly open. So this is the end. Julius breathes in deep. There's no longer the madness of bloodlust tinging his eyes. The serenity in your eyes, though I cannot understand why. You actually have some pity for me. As his shoulders move in time with his labored breathing, Julius looks up into the sky of this empty world, covered by the waters of a virtual sea. Remember the question you asked me before the elimination battle. Why do you kill? You were right, you know. It's exactly what you guessed. The Holy Grail, the Harways, none of that ever really mattered. When I was young, only one person ever showed me love. Me, who had never been loved before. No one can live without love, not even someone like me, whose life had no value otherwise. There was a woman who taught me that my life had value. She died without any warning. It was so sudden. In order to secure Leo's inheritance, her family had her assassinated. Her final request to her killer was that they protect Leo, my brother. I can no longer clearly remember the exact events. Looking back on it, the whole incident seems so surreal. I liken it to a badly made movie, poorly made, laughably acted, and generally done in poor taste. Julius isn't looking my way. He's now deep in his memories. But since then, my purpose was clear. I would work to grant her final wish, and then join her in death. People began to despise me like I was an evil spirit, whose hands were forever tainted with blood. But I could accept that, because in trying to grant her wish, I had a motivation in life. But you, while destroying my cause, you didn't finish me off. Why? It seemed like you wanted to be saved. I've been more awed by Julius than by my other opponents. But inside his ferocity lay a deep melancholy. Behind his frozen gaze, I sensed a man crying out for rescue like a helpless infant. I just wanted someone to rescue me. Maybe I did. Julius cast his eyes down. I feel like I've been lost in the darkness, alone ever since birth, never considering that there might be hope or another path. My whole life I've been an insect, desperately drawn to a single life far ahead of me. But maybe my life wasn't all that bad. It's bright here. If I could be born one more time, I may live the same way again. Even if my dark journey ends in pain, it means everything to see the light at the end of the path. A yellow light that can be seen reflected off the eyes in Julius's raised head. Maybe he's seeing the only person who can save him truly. I can only hope that's the case. I'm sad that I'm powerless to do anything for myself. Kishinami, you are crying for me? I had forgotten the beauty that such a gesture can hold. No, don't shed tears for me. Before his finger reaches my cheek to wipe away the tears, it melts away into thin air. Ah, it's time. My heart cringes as his hands and his feet lose color and become translucent as teardrops. And then... with a faint smile spreading across his lips, Julius disappears without a trace. I'm gonna forego the training for this episode. It doesn't seem right to cut after that. That is a really powerful scene, though. Julius Harway found salvation. Good for him. What's more baffling than that zombie is the fact that we haven't seen our opponent once in the arena. That little king doesn't seem like the type to lay traps, but you can never be too careful. It booped at me. I guess I hit the wrong button previously. So, on that melancholy note, I'm gonna end the episode here. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back for the next one. 全てを消えて明日を探す夜明けを灯す
He said